Yo, yo. Oh my goodness. Yo. Mhm. Taking it to the streets, my brother. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Wow. Sounded like you hit Mateo over the head with something.
What was that?
That sounded like you threw Mateo against the wall or something. Crack.
Hello. She's back. She's back. I put a little
You
lipstick
know what?
on.
I've been watching NYPD Blue all day, and I keep forgetting to ask you this question quickly
I've
before we start.
never been on it.
I know you haven't. What did you think about Nicholas Turturro playing James Martinez, the Hispanic cop?
Oh, you know what? I didn't mind.
He's Italian. He's not Hispanic at all. No Latin, no mix, whatever.
That's all right. He was
Okay.
good. I liked him.
He was very
I
good in
believed
it,
him.
but Luis Guzman played his father. So I mean, I thought it was interesting back. They took a huge chance there because Hispanic community could have said, "What the hell is this?"
But you know what?
Italian
Back
guy.
then, Latinos were not that prominent on TV. And to find a Latino actor that could play that character would have been a challenge.
Well, him and John both got some blowback in the movie Mo Better Blues with Spike and Denzel because they played two Jewish club owners.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they got black for that as well. Like, what the hell? Okay. Oh, well. All right.
All right. What are we talking about?
We're going to go start with the In and Out and tribute to National Grilled Cheese Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2, we can do the draft or we can do Kanye.
Okay. I didn't read the In and Out thing. I was reading
Don't
the
worry.
Kanye thing and the grilled cheese, and I read the draft thing. So I never
The
got
quicker
to the
In and Out.
Out.
They're just not doing the mobile app. They're not
Like where
ever
you
doing
can
mobile.
order before you get there, kind of thing.
Yeah, they're not doing that. And the
But
owner,
did they used to do it?
they never did it,
Okay.
and she's never gonna do it, and that's fine. I don't know why people care. I mean, people go In and Out don't care. All right, we're rolling. You ready to roll? Get you back to your celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We're recording. I'm rolling. You're rolling. Rolling.
He's the amazing Dr. Gray. He's Mr. Organized. He can organize your life too. And if rash develops, discontinue use.
This is the world famous Strictly Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray.
Hello, everybody. So glad to see you.
Or hear
see
you.
all of you and hear you. And you hear me.
You hear us. You see me. We don't see you.
And all that good stuff. Can you see me? You can't see me. Hi, Patricia Ray. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm a birthday girl.
You are a birthday girl. You done fooled them again. You
did.
made it another year.
I
They
did.
thought you were down and out, but
thought
you wasn't.
They had me, but they couldn't. They couldn't get me down.
Couldn't get you
good
down.
thing down.
How's it feel?
Well, last year I turned 60.
Oh
So,
man, thank you for sharing that because some people don't. You can't hide
you
that
know
nowadays
what?
anyway.
I don't I think that you need to celebrate every year you're here. I mean, I'm not ashamed of being 61. I have no, I had nothing to do with when I was born, but the fact that I'm still here and I enjoy life and I stay healthy and I'm fit and I think I'm a good role model for people in their 60s. You don't have to
Absolutely.
stop moving. You don't have to. I mean, I used to run and hike and do kickboxing, and now I just do walking and weights and use my body to do calisthenics and stuff like that. I just shifted the way that I work out, but
Hmm.
I didn't stop working out because you stop moving and you lose it. So many people
Yes.
injure themselves, their knees, their ankles, and they never get over the injuries. I've rolled my ankle so many times. My right ankle has a permanent like distended ligaments. I fractured it and I keep going. You have to keep moving.
Body in motion stays in motion, and a body at rest stays at rest. That's the law of physics right there.
That is right. So
Well, what's the alternative? What, being in a wheelchair or dead? Other than being 61? I mean, the alternative is you're dead.
that's right. So you move it or you lose it. That's
Yes.
my motto, and I hope to inspire people to be fit at any age, and you don't have to start. Your whole life has to be full of fitness. You could start now. You could decide today I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna start walking. You know.
Hey, back in the day, I mean, there are people. I have peers that were like played professional sports when they were young. They were the best athletes. They stopped playing, and these guys are over the hill now. They've got
Mm,
busted knees. They can't move. They've gained 50, 60 pounds. And no one would ever know they used to be a professional athlete now.
mm-hmm.
So, me on the other hand, I look like more of a professional athlete than they ever did.
That's
So
right.
it's
Mm-hmm.
not where you start, it's where you finish.
That's right. And you can always pick up a healthier habit, a
Yes.
healthier lifestyle habit. It's never too late. The only time it's too late is when you're in the grave.
When
So
you're dead.
you can always elongate your life. You can always feel younger and look younger by just changing some of your habits. And that's what I'm here to encourage people to do. I do it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at the Patricia Ray. I always give out tips about healthy living and staying in motion and staying creative, staying alive, keeping the brain alive, keeping your spirit alive, because
Well,
that's how I roll.
you and I are Gen Xers, and we're the first generation to show you how to age better.
That's right.
Because when we were kids, you looked at somebody who was 60. Good Lord, they had like one foot in the grave. I had a great grandmother who just looked, she was like 70 and she looked like she was 150.
As I drink on camera.
That's okay. You can drink. You're not sipping out of a straw. And I had nowadays, I mean, I had a great grandmother look like she was like 60 and she's like one foot in the grave and one on a banana peel. She was walking around with a cane and everything. So
Mm.
Gen Xers, we're the first generation to show you how to do it because we don't look like our age, and we're gonna live longer than our previous generations. And we're
Well,
gonna have a
I
good time.
come from a family of matriarchs that were lived. My grandmother lived to 95.
Oh,
My
really?
great grandmothers lived till they were 100, and they walked everywhere. They would walk to town, they walked to the fields, they
Yes.
walked to milk the cows. They were like movers, they didn't sit around. They were constantly doing and you have to be engaged, like I was reading this book. I forget the name of it right now. Mateo gave it to me. My husband gave it to me for a gift. And Japanese people live a very long life because they live a life of purpose.
Yes. There's a documentary on Netflix called The Blue Zones. I don't know if you've seen it. The Blue
Mm-mm.
Zones, it talked about the different areas where people live that live longer. And I believe it's called the Blue Zones. And they go around the country. The Asian countries are there, and Belgium, and places where people live the longest because they eat all natural foods and they walk everywhere.
That's right. You
They don't have
have to
furniture in their
walk.
houses, so they have to sit on the floor, and just the art of sitting on the floor and getting up off the floor is like a movement for them. They have no couches in their houses.
Mm.
So that alone keeps them mobile. It's called the Blue Zones, something
Oh,
like
I
that
gotta look it
on
up.
Netflix. Yeah, yeah. It was an interesting documentary about how to live longest. And these are people who eat the natural food, they don't eat preservatives. And it's a really good
Well,
documentary.
there was also a lot of people who, when they go to Europe, they claim that after they've been in Europe for a couple of weeks, the distension in their organs and their
Uh-huh.
intestine, their colon, right away goes away because there's so many preservatives and antibiotics and steroids in our food that even when we don't eat a lot, I eat 2 meals a day,
Mhm.
and if it's the wrong meal and the wrong combination, immediately I get bloated. And that my nephew, he's gluten intolerant, like he has celiac disease, like
Uh-huh.
very serious. Like I have a gluten allergy, but he's gluten intolerant. He can't eat it because right away it just comes out of his body.
Oh.
He could eat pasta and bread in Europe.
I studied abroad in Argentina for a summer for my doctoral program, and I was eating steak and bread at 10 o'clock at night, and it didn't do a thing to me. They eat dinner late out there, and I mean, if I eat steak and bread out here in America at 10 o'clock
Oh,
at night, I'm not getting up the next day.
oh no. The next
Because
morning, I'm like dying. I
they
like
because in
can't
Argentina
even
they have
move.
pastures. They have pastures of fresh cow meat, and everything's grass fed. So you're right. Other countries they handle their food differently, no preservatives, and it just goes through the system a lot better.
We're
So
the only country, most of the European countries have strict laws against all of the preservatives that are still
yes,
being used in our foods.
yes, absolutely. And speaking of food, it's
Guess what?
National Grilled Cheese Weekend.
Because we love ourselves a cheesy meal.
Now, here's we're talking about what we're talking about. I did some research on this, Patricia Ray, and food historians and experts tell us the culture of eating cheese on bread goes back to the ancient time. The modern grilled cheese sandwich we originated in 1920s,
That is correct.
and
1920. But
and
it
that's
was an
how
open face sandwich
it was an
in the
open
beginning.
face. It was like
Hmm.
pizza. That's how pizza started, with bread with a little oil on it. So
Hmm.
until Otto Frederick Rothweider, I think how you say his name, invented the bread slicer in the
That's right.
Industrial Revolution.
Because
You heard the
they didn't,
expression
they couldn't
best
even
thing.
make sandwiches. They had to rip off pieces of bread.
That's how Jesus did it. That's why he did the Last Supper. He pulled the bread apart. He couldn't slice. He had no slicer. You heard the expression best thing since sliced bread. Well, there you
That's right.
go.
Mm-hmm.
So he invented sliced bread and carbohydrates and sugar. That's where that started. And then he
Mm-hmm.
met James L. Kraft, who created processed cheese. So you can
Good old
transport it
American cheese slices wrapped in plastic.
so it won't spoil, right?
Remember
You think
government cheese?
they thought this was a good idea because government cheese didn't need to be refrigerated.
That's right.
I had
Government
talked to you
cheese.
about my experience, and then of course that came heart disease and everything like that. But the whole grilled cheese concept came from the United States Navy during World War II.
That's right. Well, they were giving them out to the soldiers, and they were just
They're being
happy as
cheap.
clams.
They were being cheap. That's what they were being creative. Have some
Crusty
cheese with
bread
some
and
bread.
ooey gooey centers.
Gooey cheese. Oh man. So have a grilled cheese, but make sure you put some fiber on it, like tomatoes and avocados this weekend.
And pairs lovely with tomato soup is the classic,
Oh
but
yeah.
also goes very nicely with um, salads
Yes.
or any other kind of vegetable soup. But they also, when you're doing like a grilled cheese, you don't have to stick to, like, personally, I don't like Kraft I don't
No,
like
that's not cheese.
pasteurized fake cheese. I like to use a spicy Colby cheese,
Ooh.
um, or a pimento cheese, or a really nice sharp cheddar, and mix it with a something that melts better, like a Gruyere or a
Ooh, look at you,
Brie.
Patricia, right? That's
I like me some
gourmet.
fancy cheeses.
That's that gourmet-ish. Well, you don't have to use white bread. You can use I prefer sourdough bread, which is healthier.
Sourdough. Or delicious like rye. You know, it's always been my
Yes.
favorite hamburger grilled cheese sandwich, the patty melt.
The patty melt. Ooh, I wonder
That's
why
the
the patty
grilled
melt.
cheese sandwich with a hamburger
So
patty on it.
so
Mm.
go healthy. Don't just get some Weber bread or home fried bread and processed cheese. Get you some good sourdough bread or rye bread. Spray that skillet with some olive oil. Put some cheese on it and some tomatoes on it, and make it a healthy National Cheese Weekend, or you'll get heart disease and carbohydrates and diabetes. So there you go. Thanks a lot, Otto and James. You got diabetes and heart disease for your processed cheese and your damn cheese slicer, your bread slicer. Okay. Now, while we're on the topic of food, right quick.
Or I thought you were going to say, well, we're on the topic of the military and you're going to talk about the draft.
No, not the draft. I don't feel a draft. Let me close the window. No, In-N-Out CEO
Oh, here we go.
Lindsay.
That's a nice segue.
Lindsay Snyder Ellington, the granddaughter of Esther and Henry Snyder, the creators of In-N-Out. It's a whole big hoopla. They came out. She's a very strong, the whole foundation of their church is Christianity. And she spoke at Pepperdine University, my alma mater for my doctoral program, and Pepperdine's very, very Christian. And she came out and said, basically, they're not going to do any mobile apps. People keep saying the lines are long. Why don't you do a mobile app? She said, no. The main reason is because part of what makes In-N-Out and the experience so special is the interaction and the customer service that we're able to give, the smile, the greeting, that warmth and feeling, that fuzziness you feel when you talk to the people. And so the mobile ordering will definitely not take place anytime soon. It's going to cut down on the freshness. I totally agree. The lines move very fast. Those kids are up on it, and when I'm in it, In-N-Out is the only line I'm in to get a hamburger where I'm not like honking my horn. When I get to the window, they're not going to make me wait. They're not going to relegate me to the Mac wait lane. Can you pull over there? Well, we'll bring out your order. So, what do you think, Patricia Ray?
You know what I like about In-N-Out? They
Tell
set
me.
standards. They're a family business. They've always been family owned. They do not franchise.
No.
So, most important thing about not franchising and keeping it family operated, they control quality.
Yes.
Quality control. So, if they don't want to do the app and the burgers are the same, the quality doesn't change, the price has risen very, very minimally, even in the last several years, I'm okay with it. I don't need to order it on the app. I'll wait.
I don't order anything on the
app. The worst place to wait for it is when you're driving up to San Francisco and you stop at that big In-N-Out over there. Oh, what's the name of it? There's a famous stop, like when you're heading up towards San Francisco on the 5.
I don't know.
Anyway,
In-N-Out?
that's the worst In-N-Out. That's like a 45-minute line, no matter what.
Okay, well, they closed the one in Oakland because there was a high crime rate, and they closed the only In-N-Out in Oakland. They closed the only Denny's in Oakland as well because Oakland just has some serious crime problems. So it's not an In-N-Out thing. People are getting robbed going to In-N-Out and Denny's, and people who work at Kaiser in Oakland were getting robbed going on their lunch break. So that's just a whole city thing going on there. But it's a great spot. It's still the best deal in town. You can get a hamburger. I can get me and my boys a hamburger and fries and a drink for like $30.
Where can you I can't have breakfast in my neighborhood for less than $50.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
for 2 people. It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
So In-N-Out, as far as going, the quality's good, the customer service good. So I agree with her 100%. Lindsay, she has a great book she wrote called about In-N-Out. You should definitely get. So I agree with her. She's a CEO. She's hands-on, and she didn't want to be in the business. She's actually a
know.
biker chick. She was a wild child. She didn't want nothing to do with this joint until she got older and finally saw the light. And next thing you know, she's running things. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, we're gonna change In-N-Out. She's obviously making plenty of money. Per capita, they're doing well. Nobody wants this but lazy people. Okay, so I'm behind you 100%. Keep it the same. It ain't broke. You got Oscar winners winning the Oscar, going to In-N-Out. I mean, why change it? Well, there you go.
You're going to have to wait in the line like everyone else, people.
Wait in the line like
your In-N-Out
everybody else.
burger.
And there's no incidents. There's nobody fighting in long lines. There's nobody getting shot in the parking lot. I mean, it's fine. So it's fine, In-N-Out. We love you. All right, we got more coming up. You've got the world famous Strictly Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray
On
UHD Radio.
Very good, Patricia Ray.
Thank you.
Very good, Patricia Ray. You can steal that any moment. Okay.
So under this
Wow, that was a beautiful segment. We got all in the aging and all kind of stuff.
I know.
Went with the flow.
So
in that
under
one.
this new draft order,
okay, you want to do the draft or Kanye? Would you do the draft? You would
undocumented
do the draft.
immigrants are going to be able to be drafted.
Oh, what?
Undocumented immigrants. They're going to draft them.
Oh, really? I don't know if they can do that. But you know what? That's the quickest way to citizenship. You automatically get citizenship when you do that.
Oh, okay. We should talk about that.
I
Do you
do-
know
I know
Jess
that-
Craven? Jess Craven's talking about it right now on. Yeah,
I know. Oh, go ahead. I learned a lot about that doing when I used to do finance. I used to be a financial aid administrator, so I know a lot about the whole draft situation. I know about this. I know about these things.
Under Trump's new law, undocumented immigrants, asylum seekers, and parolees are going to automatically be registered for the draft.
Okay, first of all, that's not his thing. That's always been the thing. You can okay, the draft probably, but let's talk about it.
All right.
Over too much into it. Let's talk about it. This is the world famous Strictly Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray. Sorry, I was looking at my draft thing.
Want me to do the impression of Patricia Ray.
Patricia Ray.
On New HD Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Patricia Ray's birthday week. Send her a gift. Where can people send you something?
They can send me something to my agent's, my manager's address, which I will give you at the end of the show.
Okay, give us your
If you want to
agent-
give me a gift.
give him his address and his cell phone number
Hmm.
and his credit card number if you have to
That's
give
right.
that out too. Buy Patricia Ray a gift on her agent's credit card number.
Yeah, buy me a gift.
Okay. Now, we were talking about aging a little bit before, and it's interesting that we talked about the positiveness of it. Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters fame is my new hero.
Oh,
Because-
pray tell.
He just turned 80,
Wow.
and he did an interview for Muscle Fitness Men's Health magazine.
Wow.
And I don't know if you've seen him yet. Google Ernie Hudson. He's yoked. He works out big time.
Ernie Hudson. Let's see.
Yeah, the black dude from Ghostbusters.
Ernie.
And from the show Oz, a number of shows. He's 80
yeah.
years young.
Yeah, he looks
Yes.
great. I know Ernie Hudson. Yeah, he
He's
looks
80
fabulous.
years young and
He's
he works
80?
out every day. Yes.
Wow. He looks amazing.
He
See?
works out every
You
day.
keep moving and you keep listen. Who proved it more than the guy who owned the Jack LaLanne? Jack LaLanne.
Jack LaLanne.
Jack LaLanne.
Yeah.
He never aged.
No.
He looked amazing till the end,
Even in his casket, it looked amazing. So he kept moving. So Ernie Hudson is yoked, y'all. I mean, go see Google Ernie Hudson Men's Health magazine, and he does a whole article about 80 and keeping moving, and he does push-ups and squats every morning to keep the blood pumping. He doesn't overdo it. A lot of body weight stuff. He eats right, and he's not getting that raspy voice like old men get, like Pacino and Bill Clinton. I mean, Mr. President, he is alive and well, and he's doing my grandmother. Shout out to my grandmother, Lula Mae Gray. She'll be 100 years old on 4th of July.
Your
Yes.
grandmother?
My grandmother, still
She's
alive.
still with us?
Yes, she is in Compton, California. Lives
God bless her. Black
by
don't
herself. Black don't crack. She's had COVID twice.
What?
She yes, my grandma's a tough one. She was in the hospital for COVID. She left the hospital. On the way out the hospital, she slipped and fell when she was 98. They said, oh my God, she's broken her hip. We got to keep her overnight. Turned out she didn't break anything.
Well, that's the number one killer of the elderly.
Yes.
Falling down and breaking a hip. Usually
Not my
they
grandmother.
never recover after that.
And I said this before. I asked her, what's your secret? She said, I eat 2 hard-boiled eggs every day for breakfast.
I love that.
She can do a
Aw.
commercial for the egg industry there. It's like,
I love that.
eggs, hard-boiled eggs. Well, her voice is more high. I eat 2 hard-boiled eggs. Now she's hard of hearing, so she shouts. You call her and she said, hello. Hi, Grandma. How you doing?
Aw.
So yeah, she's still doing well. Okay. So yeah, always kept moving, always cooked her own meals, always did her own gardening. That she never
kept moving.
moving.
She had a
Yes.
life of purpose. Once
Yes.
even a young person without purpose that has like an illness or a disability or something that's keeping them from being healthy will wither. They will not thrive if they
No.
don't have purpose.
How about the draft? Is that a purpose military service?
Oh, that's
Ooh, smooth segue. You like that one?
that's self-imposed purpose by the US government. Yes.
Aha.
The Selective Service Systems plans to automatically register, not self-register,
Mhm.
every eligible American man between the ages of 18 and 26 for U.S. military draft by
Yes.
the end of 2026, starting in November. CNBC, this is reported. The proposal will implement a requirement passed by Congress to include automatic registration for every male citizen of the United States, including undocumented immigrants, asylum seekers, and parolees. So before they relied on people to self-register,
Mhm.
but you had 6 months before your 18th birthday to self-register. Now it's
Yes.
automatically, they're going to go through a list and automatically register males that fall into this category without notification. And remember, I think like a few weeks ago, we talked about the fact that they were even going to overlook the fact that you had smoked marijuana
Uh-huh.
and done some light drugs.
Yeah.
There has not been a military draft since 1973 when the U.S. was in the war with Vietnam. But the
Mhm.
White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, recently said that President Donald Trump keeps his options open on the table when asked about a chance of a draft returning amid the Iran war. So, the Service Selective Systems plans to automatically register men between 18 and 26 for U.S. military draft by
Men
December.
only. Where are the women?
The
What
women
equal
can
rights, baby?
self-register.
Come on.
Still, almost a half century after compulsory registration for the draft at that age group became law. So here you go. We're in a war with Iran, which they say is an elective war, not a war of necessity. And following, a lot of majors have been fired by the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. They don't want to follow his orders, which included going into Iran and bombing desalination plants, bridges, and civilians. So a lot of the military don't have the manpower to go out and push their agenda. So they're going to use their persuasion and force people to join this war.
Well, I have no problem with this. Let me tell you why.
You don't have a problem with us being in Iran?
No,
Bombing
that's a whole
civilians?
problem. I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with the selective service thing.
Okay.
I know
You
a
need
lot
to
about this.
specify what you don't have a
Yeah,
problem
the
with.
war. No. I'm against all wars, any war. I mean, I don't think we should be killing people. I mean, no, I'm against. I'm not a violent man at all, unless we're in defense. But no, the selective service issue, I don't have a problem with because I know a lot about this because I used to work in a previous life in financial aid, so I know a lot about finance. I think it's good for every man to register for selective service between the ages of 18 and 24 because if you do it after 24, you can't do it after 24.
Well, they
Number one,
extended it to 26, first of all, and
beautiful.
they're extending the 26. You can still be forced to register.
Well, the best thing I did is I registered for selective service, and thank God because a lot of people don't know this. If you go to college, you cannot receive financial aid unless you are registered for selective service. When you apply for financial aid, 18, if you're going to college, that's one of the questions on there. Are you registered for selective service? If not, do you want to register right now? And
in
you
order
cannot
to
get
receive
federal
financial aid.
financial aid. You must grants or scholarships, any money from the federal government for educational purposes, you will have to register for selective service. Also, if you apply for a federally government job, post office or any federal FBI, CIA, you have to get registered for selective service. I applied for a job at the post office and boom, they said, are you selected for selective service? You are required. I sat next to one guy in the application. He said, oh man, I got to register. I said, do you want this post office job? He said, yeah, they paying good money. Then go ahead and register. There is no draft. So if you don't do it by 26 now, back in the day, if you didn't do it by 24 and thank goodness, because I dropped out of college originally and then went back after I was 24. If I had not registered in the first place, I would have not been able to get my master's or my doctorate degree because I wouldn't have been eligible for financial aid.
But did you register during a war?
Yeah, it was our Iraq war at the time.
Oh, okay. And you weren't drafted?
No, there was.
Because this isn't just a registration. This is a U.S. military draft.
Well, no, it's the same thing. You have to be selective service to even consider drafting. So that's the thing. It does. No one's going to get drafted. Okay, no one's going to get drafted. People were dodging the draft in the 50s. Okay, the Black Panthers were dodging the draft. Okay, it's not going to happen. This is one of these things. It's not.
If these U.S. Undocumented immigrants and parolees, they're going to be the first ones to get drafted.
And that's good. You know what? here's another thing about selective service, the military service. I had a student I did financial aid for, and he did not qualify for financial aid one year because he wasn't a U.S. citizen. He went and joined the military reserve, which automatically gave him citizenship status, and he was able to come back and get financial aid. So if the fastest way to citizenship is to join the Army, that automatically will get you a citizenship card. Permanent
That's
resident.
great, but what if you've been in a detention center for 4, 5, 6 months, not really getting proper food and proper hydration, being not really treated well, isolated from your family, ripped apart from your husband, your children, your wife, and then you get drafted to go to fight for a country who was trying to deport you a few weeks ago?
I got an answer for that. I know I have people in my military.
I would love to hear this answer.
The military, they talk a lot of crap. I have an uncle who served in Vietnam. I have a cousin who's still in there, a lifer in the military. Listen, they don't take just everybody. They never will, because they're always afraid of somebody getting there. There's all kind of tests you have to take still, even if you're drafted. You got to go through a physical health. You got to go through a mental, psychological thing. At the end of the day, they just are not going to take anybody because they got to be able to trust you.
Well, they have to be able to fight. They have to be able to.
And trust that if we give you a gun, you're not going to turn and shoot up your own barrack. Okay, so the last thing they would want to do is draft somebody who's been in a detention center for 4 months away from their family,
starving to death, and mentally and psychologically abused. Same thing.
You're not going to give that person a gun and say, "Go fight for me." Okay,
here's an automatic weapon. Go shoot up the U.S. government.
Yes, this is not so. This is all smoke.
Okay,
so then if you want to be a citizen,
let me
do
ask
it.
you the next question.
Yes.
Which is, so then Trump signing this into law and Congress passing it, does that make freaking sense?
If they pass it, no, because we're still in America, and this is not war. I mean, war times is when we had less population. And now we have a huge population. There's no shortage of people signing up for the military. The draft was about when you had guys that didn't want to fight. The military, we have the largest military in the world. We have plenty of personnel. And even when they drafted, that was because, we were going over in World War II and guys were getting killed. Remember, you see the movie Saving Private Ryan? It was mowing down cats. And when you're mowing down cats on a daily basis, you need to draft people because, hey, a lot of guys are getting killed. So a lot of purposes of the draft was to replace all the personnel they were losing as well.
So we don't fight the point of the draft now?
There is no point. It's just him blowing smoke. This is one thing I can say.
This is what we're getting down to, the nitty gritty. There is no point. It's just him
blowing smoke. You don't have the personnel to go. Like, my son is 20. His mom was worried about, he's in selective service. He applied for financial aid. Nobody's going to pull up and come get him. Okay. I mean, they don't have the personnel to start yanking 18 to 24 kids out of their houses and taking them to the draft. People were dodging the draft in the 50s. They'll always be dodging it. All you got to do is not return or show up. I mean, it was fear-based back in the day of the draft. They send you a draft letter, come back or you'll face consequences. It's like jury duty. I haven't done jury duty a day in my life. You know why? Because I never call the number. I get the letters all the time, but I never go there and call. And no one has come to get me yet. No one has. They will now. I hear me talking. Oh, Dr. J's never jury
and I
duty.
Thought they were going to extend the age limit to 40. We had talked about that.
Jury duty. To register
the jury duty to be for the draft.
Well, listen, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about it that they want to draft people. There are lots of guys who'll sign up for it. So don't worry. They're not going to come get you. Okay. They don't have the database to come get you. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a fact-finding mission. This is all about getting information, knowing who all the 18 to 24-year-old boys are there. It's building information, but there's millions of kids out there, and you have plenty to sign up. So this is no there. This is just tough guy talk. There won't be a draft.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. There won't be a draft.
And you could sue. You're going to go to court over this. If somebody is drafted, I'm not going. You're going to hear all these excuses. Well, I'm in college. I got bone spurs. We heard that one before, right? I can't survive. I have bone spurs. Our own president used that one. So it's just a bunch of paperwork, and it's just opening up a bunch of worms that you don't want to continue. Then you're going to have either the diversity issue. Then you're going to have I'm this issue. And then you're going to have guys, it'll be easy to get out and say, well, I'm a transgender man. I want to transgender. I mean, there's lots of ways to get out of it. Malcolm X, in his book, The Autobiography of Malcolm X, got out of the draft because he went down there and he acted mentally deranged and said, I'm going to go. It's in the book. He said, I went to the draft board and I said, give me a gun. I'm going to kill all those crackers. And they said, no, you're not for us.
I'm going to kill all those crackers.
Yeah, that's what Malcolm X did to get out of the draft. So there's all kind of ways to do this.
Redhead cops.
Yeah. So, but listen, there are benefits to registering. Like I said, you can get a federal job. You can get financial aid. If you are not a citizen and you want to go fast track citizenship, you can join the Army at any age. You could be 30, 35, and they have to give you a paycheck, and good water and good food. So there's opportunities for doing this.
There's opportunities hidden in there somewhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So do not be worried about Donald Trump. You'll be all right. Woo! That was a big one, Patricia Ray. Jeez. That's what
You're
she
lucky
said.
I didn't talk about the Pope.
Oh my goodness, the Pope. All right. You've got the world famous Strictly Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray.
On New HD Radio. Yeah, the guy told him that. He said, man, go to the draft. So how can I get citizenship? I said, go join the military. He did. And 2 years later, he came back. I got drafted. I went to reserves. I said, oh, that was smart. Okay. Kanye?
I like to take that one.
You don't have an opinion on Kanye?
Oh, I do.
Kanye West. I knew this was going to bite him in the ass.
He's the one that was married to the Kardashian.
Yeah, he was married to all the Kardashians. That's how that works. You're in the club. You're in the club. All right.
Well, I just came short of organizing every hair on my head. He's the amazing Dr. Gray. J. Lamar Gray is number one. This is Rick Dees, member FDIC.
This is the world famous Strictly Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray on New HD Radio.
On New HD Radio.
That's right.
The sexiest pop culture show in the world.
Because
with
of
the
me.
sexiest co-host in the world. 61 years young, Patricia Ray.
61 years
God,
young,
Patricia
all day.
Jeez, Patricia Ray.
And
I gotta tell you,
I feel 40.
I was checking out your Instagram, and I know you're a married woman, but let me tell you, go to Patricia Ray's Instagram.
It's full of fun videos.
You move like a woman half your age.
Thank you.
I mean, let me tell you, jeez. You and Giovanna Laura, you know what Giovanna Laura is?
I do not.
She's on ABC News. She's an anchor on the afternoon news. She's a Puerto Rican. Giovanna Laura.
Rican.
And she's 60 years old. She just turned 60. And Google Giovanna Laura.
I'm going to look
Giovanna
right now.
Lara, her last name. Laura. That's how she said her name. And she's 60 years old.
Laura.
Jovanna. She's got like 4 kids, and she's just turned
Does she
60
have
this
blonde hair?
year. Blondish hair. Giovanna Lara, Lara. Giovanna. And
Lara. Wrong one.
yeah. And she is absolutely stunning. So I don't know if it's a Latin woman thing at 60 or what here.
Oh, yes. She does.
She's
look good.
beautiful.
She's
Yes.
beautiful. And look at that body. Those
Yes.
arms.
Yes.
She's a hottie. Mhm.
Yes. Like you, Patricia. You and her could be a tag team in the WWE. But
Women wrestling.
yeah, you all move.
What are people called in their 60s? Sextagenarians? Sextagenarian wrestling.
I never heard of anything like that.
Why don't we have our own show? Why don't we have our own show? Why are we getting paid for this?
I don't know. We will soon enough. Yeah, we won't get that
Keep
many years
saying
left.
that, Dr.
You got 40
J.
years left. So anyway, you move amazing at 60, and
Thank you.
man, it's a blessing to see that. It really is, so okay.
You know who doesn't move well at
Who?
his age?
Who?
Kanye.
Ye? The artist
Ye.
formerly known as Kanye West.
Remember
Yeah.
when we were talking about P. Diddy and I said he had converted? It was Kanye I was talking about.
Oh, easy mistake.
Yeah,
2 black
he
guys in a whole bunch
converted
of trouble.
to
Yeah.
Islam. Mhm.
Well, it's not going to help him now because the Wireless Festival that he used to headline every year has been canceled in the
Not
UK.
anymore.
Not anymore, because the government refused permission for Ye, now known as Ye, to travel to
Ye,
UK.
hold ye. You will not be entering
You can't
into the
come
UK.
UK. And when a country bans you and refuses to let you in, you're a whole. Now this
You
is
gotta say some pretty stupid shit.
this is usually something they do for heartless criminals. Like, I have a friend I went to high school with who went to England to play professional football, and he did some crazy stuff, and they escorted him out of the country. He can never go to England again.
Escorted him.
Yes, they put you on a plane and make sure you
So they
go.
pay for it?
Yes, they just get you a
Okay.
seat and then
It's a
ship you
cheap
right
way
back.
to get home if you run
Yeah,
out
hey.
of money.
You want to get home from another country, if they don't lock you up, all right, don't do it in Russia because you'll stay, but or North Korea. So, but a place like the UK, they'll get you up out of there fast,
Real fast.
real fast. So they're not even letting him in. They're probably afraid he's going to stay if they did.
Not even that they not let him in. They canceled the whole concert and refunded every ticket goer's money. And we're talking about 150,000 people.
And I'm wondering if they did that because he would have got a piece of the money of the door. So they didn't want to even enrich him that way. But after he's gone, I don't know. I don't know if they did that because tickets are based. Tickets are based on him, right? Going.
Well, he was the headliner.
He was the
And
headliner.
even after one of these Jewish like groups had complained several times that he'd made many anti-Semitic remarks.
Many.
The festival doubled down, defended him, and still did not remove him from the lineup. And that's when the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom stepped in and said, "You're right. He should not be allowed into the country because of his anti-Semitic sentiments. And we are going to stand with our Jewish community and refuse him entry into the country."
See, America, we're spoiled. We have something called First Amendment rights, freedom of speech. It's a great thing. Don't get me wrong. I want freedom of speech. I don't want to be locked up. But one of the reasons why racism is still hardcore in this country is because you can pretty much say whatever you want. Other countries, a lot of countries don't put up with that crap. Do you know in Germany, It is illegal to buy or sell anything with a swastika on it. You can't even
Well,
say Hi
Kanye was
Hitler.
selling T-shirts with swastikas on it.
Exactly. Out here, you can't even say, if you say Hi Hitler in Germany, you can be arrested. They don't put up with that crap. Other countries like the UK, they don't put up with it. They don't want to hear it. Freedom of speech or not, they don't want to, they don't want nothing to do with it. And they'll get you out of there fast. That's how they roll. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to live anywhere else
Don't
but
get him
America.
wrong.
I love
get him
being
wrong.
American. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get him wrong.
I'm an American black man. There's no other, like President Barack Obama said, there's no other country in this world that my story was ever possible.
That is right, because he
So
was
I
our
appreciate
first
that.
black president of the United States.
And my story, even my personal journey, no other country, I'm thankful for everything I got, but other countries don't put up with that. So the fact that he said all that pro-Nazi stuff, when this was like, what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, he did this?
And he has since apologized. He came out, he wrote a book,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he would love to have a conversation with the people of the United Kingdom and, explain his reasoning. First, he said he had dementia. Now he says he has autism.
Yeah. So does my son, but he doesn't go around saying anti-Semitic things or anything cruel or vicious. First of all, I know a lot of, like I said, my son's on the spectrum. I know a lot of people in the community. I volunteer my time. True people with special needs and autism don't say mean things. They don't say racist things. They don't have the ability to do so.
It's a cop-out.
Yeah, it's a cop-out.
I would have respected him more if he said, you know what? I was wrong. I was under the wrong guidance. Racism and anti-Semitism is never right. And I apologize. That's all he had to say.
And maybe if he would have came out and said, you know what? Don't pay me for this. I want all the money to be dedicated to Jewish cause or anti-racism cause. It's going to take some time to get over this. He's going to have to do the work. Just like we talked about Diddy, right? I asked you last time, what can Diddy do to get past this? It's going to take time to get past this, whatever road you choose.
That is true.
So yeah.
Kanye,
but, yeah.
Maybe the Kardashians made you crazy.
They can't save him now.
But it's too late, baby. You will not be headlining no concerts in the UK.
It's a little late right now. Now, I'm one of these people that I don't think Kanye West was a genius. I don't know where that came from. I couldn't even tell you
one song that he sang.
Jesus wept. He did this. Why did you just say I'm a Christian now? I'm born again. I'm down with Jesus, who was Jewish. I don't know why he didn't do that, but then that could be offensive to certain pockets of the Jewish community, right? Because that's a different thing. Unless you're Jews for Jesus, right? Mm-hmm. So that could be a thing. He did Jesus Walk. He did The Good Life. Welcome to the Good Life. I know that. But I never considered him a genius. I don't know where that came from, but he has an amazing story, and it's too bad he didn't used to be like this. I will tell you, in all his defense, he wasn't like this when he came out. He was a very humble guy. He played music, and he didn't do anything else. But once he lost his dear mother, it seemed like things started to unravel for him.
Didn't he want to run for president at some point?
He did all that. He tried to register for president. He had a deal. He's made stupid money. He had a deal with Converse, his own shoes called the Yeezys.
The Yeezys.
And
make life walking easy. Try the Yeezy.
Try the Yeezys. He had the fashion line. All of that unraveled once he came out with the anti-Semitic things. And of course, once you do that and you got Kardashians who are all in Hollywood, they didn't want anything to do with this.
No.
So it's a big cluster, what.
That is right.
It's canceled. So I don't know if he has any friends anymore. I don't know if Jay-Z is his friend. May 2025, he released a song called Hi Hitler. And so
Oh,
t-shirts
that's
featuring
right.
the swastika.
Yes,
Yes, he
and
did. He
he
did
did.
that. The
Mhm.
rappers, yeah. I mean, and I don't know who buys t-shirts like this. But I know you
The
can't
Red
do that
Hat
in
crew.
Germany. Yeah, you buy a Hi Hitler. Can we play that on? No, we shouldn't play that on the air. How would you write a song called Hi Hitler?
I don't know.
You know what? Actually, the fact that you would release a song called Hi Hitler, I think you're a black man and you release a song called Hi Hitler. I think that pretty much classifies you as insane. I think we should walk
That's
this
the
back and give him some
definition of
credit.
insanity.
Yeah, Hi Hitler. Why would a black man release a song called Hi Hitler? And what would you rap about?
I don't know.
What rhymes with Hi Hitler? Diddler, Fiddler.
Hi, Hitler. I eat schnitzel.
Hitler,
No.
Diddler, Fitzler. Can you look up the lyrics to this, Patricia Ray? Don't get yourself in any trouble in your
Let's see.
database.
Heil Hitler lyrics.
It's kind of like that whole the premise of the movies The Producer with Mel Brooks about Hitler in springtime.
Is a song about the don't
Hi Hitler. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I'm just quoting the song. I don't know what that is, but it's a very strange thing. So he's losing money left and right. He's banned from traveling to UK, so he can't even get there. And UK is big, so he can't go to a bunch of places. So I don't know what he does with his money anymore. I don't know if he has money, and he still keeps making money. And it's just a shame this happened. That's it. That's all I got, Patricia Ray.
That's all you got.
You don't have to look it up. We're not gonna say the lyrics to Hi
I couldn't
Hitler.
find it.
It's probably blocked on Google.
It is. When you will try to open it.
Now Donald Trump's gonna come to your house. This is Patricia Ray. She was looking at Hi Hitler. She's a traitor. She's a traitor. Worst actress ever, which is a lie. She's one of the best actresses that ever donned the silver screen.
Oh, thank you, darling.
And she's 61 years young.
That's
it,
right.
Patricia Ray. That's all I got for
That's
your
all we
birthday.
got, folks. Have a great weekend. Eat a grilled cheese sandwich and walk.
And look forward to move so you can move like Patricia Ray at
That's
75.
Right. 75.
When you get to be 75.
Oh.
When you get to be 75.
That's right.
You've got the world famous Strictly Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray on New HD Radio.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.